So lots to cover this week at Palangeau Park. First of all, I'm going to give you an update on the path, which there is major progress on that front. Also, we had some trees that we had taken down, well, specifically the ones that had fallen that were stuck between other trees. So there I have some good footage of that stuff coming down. Also did a little replanting project. You know, I've got a lot of indoor plants, and got a little replanting project with regard to a couple of those. Also a new water like irrigation system that's like automatic that I got. I'm going to show you that. And you know, we got some new yard visitors, and got some new well, I have Frank update you on the tomatoes, and also just take a look at some of the flowers that are in bloom. So let's get right to it. People can see the progress. Everybody's been wondering what's going on back here. Path is going back in. The path is coming along. So I'm going to do a little bit of repotting today. I have these 3 indoor plants. There's this one, and there is that one. Oops. And then there's this one. And I want to put them all into one container because I've got this new like self-irrigation watering system that this will be easier if there's not so many little pots. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do here. Now I don't do a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm not big on the repotting or the dividing. Not because I don't have anything against those things. I just don't do them. So let me see what I've got here. So there's some potting soil that's been sitting out here for a while. Hopefully it should still be okay. We're going to use that. So that's pretty wet. So I think I'm going to take this one first and see how it goes. Now this one's kind of drooping a little bit, but I mean, he stayed okay in the pot. So let's just put the whole thing in, you know. All right, well, there you go. He's already come out of his little spot, but that's okay. Oh God. I'm not doing a good job. He's cracking. All right, so got him in there, I think. Let's get this guy in. This, by the way, this is to catch like gnats and these little bugs that sometimes fly around the house, and it actually does a really good job because it's sticky, and so when you start getting like indoor, bugs like that, like are flying around, that who knows where they came from, they stick onto this and then they're gone. Let's see how well I handle this one. Not very well. This one's also kind of funky. There's a lot of little stones, here he is. See? I'll put him off to the side. I'm going to use some of this soil because it's kept him alive so far. So, by the way, do you like my Spain jersey? This is, of course, in honor of Spain winning the World Cup. Not that I had any problem with Argentina or, France or England for that matter. But, I just happened to have this because we were on a ship 2 years ago when Spain won the Euro Cup. And so I bought one of these, as did my friend Jeff. And, every once in a while we wear them, and now's the best time to wear it. All right, so I'm going to pick this guy up that I dropped, like the other one. That's why I'm not very good. See, I think I should take these gloves off. All right, so put that in there. This one is more of a succulent. So let's see. Okay, he's got more of a root. He's also kind of flapping around a little bit, but it's another reason why I needed to do this, to fix these guys up. They don't do as well on their own, it seems. Or at least these particular ones are. I mean, I guess they were doing okay. The big question is going to be, how will they continue to do after I've made this big move of each of them, for each of them. So not too bad. A little bit of space, but I want to give them some room. Now I have this bonsai Lucky Bamboo house plant. And I've had this a long time, I don't know, maybe 20 years. But I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, maybe he needs a different home than this. I've been really reluctant to move him. And I'm afraid kind of to do it. We'll see how hard or easy it is. I just think he needs a bigger pot than what this thing is. But it's got crud down the side. I don't know. Maybe I won't do it. He seemed to be pretty happy in here for a long time. Well, sort of. I mean, there's some brown edges. Oh, that's pretty firmly in there. That is pretty firmly in there. Okay, so this stalk is really nothing. Unless he was holding up the other ones, but I don't know. Well, you know what? Actually, that gives a little more room. Actually, there's another. Oh, I see. So I've had this for 20 years. Didn't ever notice this little gold thing that like is tying at least two of these up. Well, this one and what was here and this. think I'm gonna wait. If you have thoughts or ideas about this, let me know. This is lucky bamboo. See, lucky bamboo, and it has been lucky, I think. So that may be all the replanting that we do for today. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is explain about this automatic drip irrigation system. This I bought for like when we're out of town or when we're in town and we just don't want to have to like walk around with like a watering bucket for the indoor plants. Now you could also do this outside, but this is specifically, I bought it for the indoor plants. So what we've got here is a timer set up. And so right now it's 3:46. I have the timer set up for 3:50. What's going to happen is if the camera person, Frank, comes a little bit closer in here, I've got a water vase, essentially. That's where the water is going to come from. And then what it does is it goes through this tube, and then it goes around, and it's attached to each one of the indoor plants. There's, how many do I have up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. I don't have the one in the red over there because that one we don't really water. And so what happens is that then it's going to water. I have it set for watering for 20 seconds every 3 days at 3:50. Now I can change that, but for right now, I thought I would just give it a try, see what it looks like. I mean, the plants are already, like, I watered them a few days ago, so they don't really need too much water. So that's why I did do the 20 seconds thing for now, but I just want to see how this thing ultimately works. Here it goes. So I hear a motor running in here. The water, you can see it in this. Yeah. It's going in through this tube, but did it go through all the tubes? A little bit of a drip here. So what's going on here, Frank?
Well, this plant was all drooped over yesterday. I looked half dead, and then I think we both watered it. And now it's completely perked up, and I'm deadheading it so we keep the blossoms coming.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks great. It really looks good. And I'm finally figuring out the difference between a bud and a finished product. The buds are flat like this with little growths. The finished products, when it's done, are these like long, tall ones. And the reason I know that is because, let's see if I can find one on here. Okay, so here's one that's finished. All of its things are gone, and it becomes like a pod like this, as opposed to this, which, is new growth. Whereas this is a pod, which is like old growth, but an old finished plant, and then these are new ones coming in.
And what's going on with your tomatoes?
Well, the tomatoes are doing pretty well. I counted like 35 or 36 either flowers or tomatoes. You see here we have some flowers, but over here these are the orange zingers. I've never had those before, but you see there's more growing up there. There's some more down here. They're green right now. Hopefully they'll be edible by next week when we leave. And then this is a Black Prince. And right now there's one fully grown tomato down here, not red yet. There's some more growing there. There's some flowers there that'll turn into them. And then these are orange cherry tomatoes, which are really good. We've had those before, and there's quite a few blossoms on there. Then these are sweet aperitif, these last three. They're supposedly the sweetest tomato they are. They're small, not quite that small, but they are small cherry tomatoes, but see there's some there, there's new flowers there, there's some actual tomatoes here. The same thing with this plant. There's tomatoes there, there's tomatoes there, there's tomatoes there, flowers there, flowers there, tomatoes here, and then the last one, got a set of tomatoes here, and some here, and then some flowers growing, so they should.
Lots of tomatoes.
Lots of tomatoes. And then I had a leftover plant, which I sort of planted by itself, and he's growing here, and these are also sweet aperitif. He's got some tomatoes there and some flowers, even though he's in a smaller pot.
Nice. Look at this guy. An imperial moth has shown up. So that's Palangeau Park for this week. Now we will be taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a vacation break for a couple of weeks. Much needed after all that we've been going through this summer here in and around Palangeau Park. So stay tuned. And in the meantime, you know, you could always watch past episodes that are all now on YouTube. Or you could watch my other films, which have recently been put on YouTube, my films in the Scotty series, and also Counting. And those films are doing really well at the moment on YouTube. So if you get a chance, check them out. They're from about a decade ago, but I think that they still have some significance. So anyway, talk to you soon.